Welcome into All Things LA Real Estate. My name is PK Knoll, and I am running point on this channel. This is your El Sereno June real estate update. We're going to break down everything that is important to you. El Sereno is a nice, sneaky, quiet neighborhood on the east side. A little bit more affordable than the popular spots of Silver Lake or Highland Park, Eagle Rock. It might be a good opportunity if you're somebody who's looking. We're going to break down the numbers because that's what important numbers don't lie. There are a lot of people out there that'll give you their opinions about the market moving forward, whether that's positive or negative. This is the numbers. This is what's most important, and they don't lie. There's no emotion in this. I'll give a little bit of opinions as we jump through, but we're going to get into the current numbers. We're going to look at some month-over-month stats. We're going to look up some year-over-year stats, and then I'll also get into a section that I call homes that have caught my eye, where I'm going to give you some homes that key in on if you're doing your search. I'm going to give you all the pertinent information. Let's rock. All right, so the current statistics here in El Sereno, most important stats, tells you exactly what's happening in the market. First of all, homes for sale is at 21. Not bad for anything on the east side. So there is a lot of homes available in comparison to some other neighborhoods in the area. The minimum price, the entry level, we'll get into this home later in the video, $535,000. The max price is $1.249999 million. The average home price here is $816,038. Days on market is 80, which is actually pretty high, which tells us that homes here in El Sereno are actually sitting almost 3 months on the market. That's typically pretty high. For homes sitting in the east side, it's normally in the 40s. So sitting in the 80s might be some opportunities if you're somebody who's searching. Let's take a quick look at June 2022, where we saw 18 homes sell at a 109% clip, meaning 9% over the list price. That's actually a little low for 2022. We're normally seeing those numbers come in at 115 to 120% on the east side, but still selling over the list price. We will not get to 18 sales this year. We're continually seeing drops in the total amount of sales year over year. Let's talk about that more specifically as we look back to May. All right, so the May numbers for El Sereno. This is probably the most important part because it tells you exactly what happened last month. We look at it year over year, and we know exactly how we can anticipate June. Though the summer months tend to have an uptick in sales every single year, people are, obviously getting out of school, so it's easier to move with children, a lot of job relocations. Plus, it's easier to move just in general. If you look at it from a nationwide scale, I grew up in Chicago. No one wants to move in the middle of winter. So summer is always a hotter area. So maybe we see an uptick in June in comparison to May, but let's get into the numbers. May, we saw 13 homes sell at 103% clip, meaning 3% over the list price. So we're almost seeing those homes sell right at the list price that are currently available. So if you're somebody who's searching and you're looking at homes currently, you will not have to expect the high bidding wars that we've seen in previous years. You can kind of anticipate a little bit over the list price can get you into the home that you're looking at. The minimum sale last month was $370,000. Pretty low for anything in Los Angeles in general. It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, a little over 700 square feet. Not a terrible starter home. Location was pretty good, so it's actually something that should appreciate over time. Something to get started with. Maximum end, we saw 1.25 million. So just at the mark of what we see as the highest listing in El Sereno. So people are coming in and making bids and buying homes at that mark. Average home sale was $718,077. So about $100K less than the average list price in El Sereno. That's not terrible, but we might see some price drops in El Sereno in the coming months. The average days on market for those homes was 49. That is also high. Typically, the average days on market for sold homes is somewhere in the mid-20s. So 49 is high. So like we're seeing in El Sereno, these houses are sitting longer, which could mean for opportunity. We'll see how that works. Quick look into May of 2022, where we saw 26 homes sell at 110% clip. Like I said, that number should be somewhere in the 115 mark compared to other neighborhoods on the east side. But that is a 50% decline year over year. That is pretty much where we are seeing all the east side neighborhoods land. They're landing somewhere in the 40, 45, even as high as 60% in some neighborhoods. So we are not getting the action. Interest rates have not dropped. We just had a stall by Jerome Powell. He did not raise rates, which is a good thing. We saw inflation numbers come in under the expected mark. So it might be a sign that we can get some stabilization when it comes to interest rates. If the mentality of the spenders kind of changes, we'll see how that progresses out. But let's get into a few homes that have actually caught my eye. All right, homes that have caught my eye. Let me lead off by saying I don't rip on homes. This is a positive segment. I want to promote the homes that I think have opportunity. The reality is I'm not here to bash anybody who's trying to sell their home and hurt their business. So let's get into the 3 homes. Right from the jump, we're going to get into the entry-level position, meaning the lowest price home, let you know what it takes at a minimum to get into this neighborhood. Currently, that is 5040 William Place. It's a 1-bedroom, 2-bath, just over 600 square feet, and it's listed for $535,000. This home has some good opportunity, and it looks like the seller is starting to get eager because it just dropped from $565,000, so they're not getting the offers that they want. Obviously, the home needs a little bit of work. It sits just west of Cal State in those neighborhoods on the hills there, and it's been sitting for 256 days. So if you're somebody who's looking to get into a starter home and get in where you can get an opportunity to start building wealth through time, this might be the good opportunity. You see the price drop of recent days, the long sitting time for the home. It might be an opportunity to come in, put in an offer right around that list price, and get into home ownership. Next, let's get into my favorite house in El Sereno right now. And we're going with value on this one. Sometimes I pick the house that I like the most as far as aesthetics go, architecturally, location. And there's all kinds of different things that I address here. But this one is based solely off the financial aspects of it. It's 5329 Hyde Street. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,456 square feet. And it's on sale for $800,000. They just lowered the price from $860,000. So it's showing seller desires to get this done. It sits just south of Huntington Park. It's right by the Sierra Park Elementary. It's always good to be by a school, especially an elementary school, a little bit safer neighborhoods. There's more patrols. Not that El Sereno has any type of major crime issues. And the great thing here is I'm always on a mathematical standpoint. I care about the finances, the future, and the 549 square foot cost here on this home is actually something that's very attractive to me and where I think it's a good opportunity. And finally, let's get into the top dog, the top listing in El Sereno right now. It's 3922 Tampa Avenue. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,936 square feet, and it's listed as aforementioned for $1.249999 million. Incredible spot. It sits on the north side of El Sereno, so it really is trying to get off those higher priced neighborhoods to the northeast and northwest of El Sereno. It is absolutely beautiful home. The views are absolutely incredible, and the lot's 7,500. There is no front photo to this home. If you look on the MLS or Zillow or the Redfin, which is a little weird, not saying it's bad, just weird that they don't have a front photo. So maybe keep that in mind if you're looking at it. Those are the homes that have caught my eye. This was your El Sereno breakdown. We're going to do this month over month. We're doing all of the neighborhoods on the east side. We're doing Silver Lake and Echo Park and Mount Washington and Highland Park, Lincoln Heights, Cypress Park, everything you need to know. So subscribe and like to the channel. We're also doing some other things like, the attractions and the schools and restaurant reports. So if you're interested in anything on the east side, I appreciate your support. I appreciate your time. Be kind.
Yeah.